Hello there, Leo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for March the 1st through 15th, 2020. Thank you so much for joining me yet again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for following me. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for coming to the channel and checking out what I do here. Always wonderful to reach out and connect with the more of you on that more personal level, and this is no exception, so thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully this will give you some good guidance as we go through this first half of March, which we are under the frustration and somewhat times confusion of the Mercury retrograde in Pisces right now. First, a few couple notes. See, I can't even talk. This is definitely, it's Mercury. First, a few quick notes before we get started. As always, this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Leo out there. As a rule of thumb, just take what makes sense and leave the rest. If it resonates with you, those are your messages. If it doesn't resonate with you, kick that on out to another Leo. This will mostly be resonant with Leo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Leo cross-watchers are welcome to join as well. If you're looking for information regarding a personal reading or any of the card decks that I will be using in the reading, just look below in the description box, and all of that info will be down below. So yeah, if you have not yet subscribed, I do invite you to reach out there, click that subscribe button and join the Dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoyed this content. So Leo, let's get into a little bit of your astrology before we get into your cards. Yes, we have a lot of Pisces moving right now. Yes, the Mercury retrograde is on top of us as we speak. It does not go direct until March 9th, and that's going to give us a lot of reprieve from the confusion. And for me, always with Mercury retrogrades, you might find this as well, but I get a lot of fatigue. I feel very tired. I need a lot of extra sleep. It's a big reason why my videos have been slower getting done, is that I just find that when it's Mercury retrograde, I need to rest a lot more, and especially with this one in Pisces, because I find Pisces is a very sleepy, dreamy kind of, you know, it lives in that other world. Also keep in mind for you, Leo, that as we come to the fullness of, you know, this Pisces season, we're getting closer and closer to the astrological new year, which really starts on the spring equinox when the sun moves into Aries. Now, Aries is a fellow fire sign, so I wouldn't be surprised for most Leos if your energy seems to really renew, refresh, and come way, way up after we hit the sun's movement into Aries. So keep that in mind, because right now, with so much Pisces, which is in your universal 8th house, which is the Scorpio house, which is very deep, it's very intense, it's very psychological. And then we have so much Capricorn. We have Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, all in Capricorn. And so those are all transiting your universal 6th house of Leo, not Leo, sorry, Virgo. So wow, guys, I mean, Leo, you're really, a lot of you, this brings you a very insightful energy, which is actually quite deep. A lot of you are really delving in below the surface to, you know, pull back the layers within yourself and maybe within others. To me, Scorpio and Virgo both have very strong regenerative and healing ability. So many of my Leos out there, even though it might feel kind of heavy and very challenging for many of you, it's like there is this deep sense of really amazing personal growth and healing from the inside out. So this is actually, you know, as challenging as this time is, and these cycles have been for a lot of folks, you guys are doing a lot of personal growth, and it's pretty awesome. So let's dig in a little deeper, Leo. Let's see what's going on in your cards. We're going to pull a few major themes first, and then we're going to do a full Celtic cross with the tarot. Dear angels, divine beings in light, guardians and ancestors, helpers and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Leo as we go into their reading for March 1st through 15th for 2020. Please protect your energy and mind throughout this session, and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. All right, Leo, so check that out. The Empress card came up, and like I said, a lot of you, there's a lot of personal growth. To me, the Empress is about growth, development, fertility, abundance, you know, inspiration, and really manifestation of all those, you know, dreams and ideas and goals. So really beautiful energy. This is also very correspondent to Libra and Taurus. This is a very Venus-ruled card. Venus is moving into Taurus very, very soon. So that's a very strong energy that's coming your way as well. So just keep that one in mind there, Leo, that this is what's ruling you. I'm also getting, I don't know what this is. I'm always going to, you know, tell you anything I'm feeling. And it's like, as I'm shuffling those cards, I'm getting like this really warm, almost tingly sensation right around this part of my left hand, left arm, lower left arm, around near the wrist. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that might mean for some of my Leos out there. The left hand is the more passive feminine hand. It's also, you know, where the ring finger is. Maybe some of my Leos are getting engaged. I don't know. But that's, you know, that's very strong coming in. I don't know, just that sometimes I pay attention to those physical sensations just in case. All right, Leo, so I'm going to pull a crystal chakra card for you next. We'll see what's coming up in there for you. Ooh, I like that. So the selenite is coming up. I don't think I have my selenite next to me. It's similar to kyanite in its energy, but I always have that actually near my doorway. I keep selenite right by my door because it's very clearing when you combine it with black tourmaline, which is a good little point to keep in mind as well. So this is all about the crown chakra, all about that center of peace. To me, this is those inspirations that come in, you know, while you sleep, while you dream. The selenite is very good for clearing the auric field and the chakras. So very, very beautiful. Pay attention to the messages, especially that you receive, you know, during meditation, during sleep, during times of relaxation, Leo, that might really have some messages for you. So let's pull a druid animal card next to see which of these animal spirits will be attending you this first couple weeks of March. Oh, yay! And if any of you have been following my channel at all, you know why this is a very special card to me, because I am a bunny lover. I have 3 pet bunnies, 3 rabbits in my life, and they are so sweet, so magical. Absolutely love my bunnies. So when a rabbit card comes up in any deck, it's always exciting to me. But in this particular deck, in the druid animal tradition, the hare is a very magic creature, and so, you know, that's really where we get even the modern day connotation of, you know, rabbits and magic, because rabbits have always been seen as shapeshifters. They're the most active at dawn and dusk, so, you know, they were seen by ancient people as animals that were very much, you know, they were out during basically the magical time of day when the veil was thinnest between the worlds. So to me, the hare is, yeah, similar to that Empress energy. It's the fertility goddess, right? But it's also, to me, about the magic of the time between times. And as you're transitioning, you're doing a lot of growth and inner work, Leo. It's very abundant. It's very, very good for you. It's got a really good, you know, outcome. It turns out really well, but it's also tapping into your inner magic, your inner psyche, your deeper intuitions and dreams, which is really, really cool. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move Mr. Dragon over here, and we're going to dig into your tarot. I will be using the Radiant Rider-Waite and clarifying when necessary with the Celestial Tarot. So let's see what Spirit has for my Leos. My beautiful Leos, you all are so awesome all the time. You guys, you know it. Ooh, so Leo, you're feeling pretty feisty right now. Woo! Sharp, sharp, sharp energy. So we got that Queen of Swords coming up here right in the center. So for a lot of Leos, you're using your intellect, you're using, you know, that more mental energy, more clear cut. And I would say too, part of why this is coming up is because many of you are ready for clear communication. And right now with this Mercury retrograde, we're kind of not getting it. So y'all are just like, oh, I'm so ready to cut through the BS. I'm ready to get through to the heart of the matter. So yeah, that's coming up very, very strong for you. Let's pull a clarifier to just see what modifies that energy. And to me, that Queen of Swords, you know, it's like she doesn't mind using her, you know, her intuition as well, because it is a feminine energy to this card. But there's also that very strong desire to lay down, you know, healthy personal boundaries and really get to the heart of the matter around any issue as well. And look at that. What did I say? Oh my goodness. So the Moon card comes up here, which is a Pisces ruled card. Mercury is retrograde in Pisces, so absolutely that just confirms what we said, is that many of my Leos out there are really wanting to just cut through all the confusion, all the cloudiness. Underneath, I think this is interesting. I usually don't do it in this order, but underneath you do have that King of Swords. So it's like there's the Queen of Swords, underneath in the subconscious is the King of Swords. So there is like that clear, sharp, like I said, that's why I said sharp energy. It's like that cutting wit. So both on that feminine and masculine level, you're feeling very frustrated on some aspect. I feel frustration from some of you. That's as general, so it might not be all my Leos, so don't be saying, well, I'm not frustrated. But some of you are feeling very frustrated with the confusion. And with anybody in your life, I'm just getting for some Leos, there's a lot of double talk, or you're seeing somebody maybe in your life saying one thing and doing another quite a bit. I don't know who that's for, but somebody out there is feeling that. And so for you, you just really want to get to the heart of the matter. And there's a lot of transformation around this, because keep in mind as well, both that King and Queen of Swords, they have those butterflies, right? And those butterflies are symbols of transformation. So there's always a little of that connotation. And look at that, see? Pluto and Judgment coming out on top of him under there. So your subconscious, you really want some things to be called out to the surface. The Judgment card is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is a very Scorpio kind of feeling, and you've got a lot of planets packing that Scorpio house in your universal chart right now, Leo. So to me, this is the higher vibration of the Death card, because both of those are Scorpio-Pluto kind of energy. And so for you, there's something that you really want some rebirth on. There's some element, maybe even of the past, that you would really like to resurrect. You would like, you know, sort of a rebirth. For some of you, it could be even like, I'd like a reconciliation, or I'd like to work at a job similar to what I used to because I really liked it. There's something in that returning. And you know, when we're in our retrogrades, a lot of the time we do have people and old energies returning. That is a very big theme. Going into the immediate past, we have that Page of Wands. So Leo, there's something that's all new for you right now that you're coming from. Something very fresh, maybe a little bit immature, you know, it hasn't really proven itself yet. But you are coming from fresh perspectives. And part of this might be why right now you're like, oh, I was just getting going, and now things are slowing down and it's more frustrating. And, you know, this Mercury retrograde's throwing a wrench in the process. But you're really desiring that rebirth. Yeah. So going into the immediate future, we have another Wands card, Six of Wands. This is fire energy. The Wands are always Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is very victorious though. So going into the immediate future, Leo, I absolutely think things are going to get a lot better for you. They're going to clear up. You're going to have some kind of victory over these challenges that you're currently facing. So let's get a modifier on him too. Queen of Wands, love it, because that is the Leo card. Some people, of course, will say that this is also could be Aries and Sagittarius, but the fixed fire Queen of Wands is very firmly, and most, most emphasis on Leo. It is, astrologically. So that is your energy. That is over top of that Six of Wands. So I see this as a very strong personal victory. It helps you to embrace, your higher energy. She's even got that lion there. It's total Leo energy. And again, to me, this calls back to the Empress, even though she's not a Leo card. It's a similar energy of generosity, abundance, fire, sensuality. This is a passionate, fiery queen that I really love. She's also kind of magic. She knows how to create alchemy. She knows how to give birth to new things. Just like we talked about, you're really desiring a rebirth here. Then on the very top, crowning the reading, we have got the Ten of Cups. Absolutely beautiful energy. So Spirit is really, putting out that message to many of my Leos. It's like, shoot for the stars, don't take less than you should, than you deserve, or what is your due. And Leo, you guys are royalty. You don't need to take less than what you deserve. So absolutely beautiful there at the top. Let's see what modifies that Ten of Cups, if anything, here. Good grief, you are so represented in this reading, Leo. Oh my gosh. So over top of that Ten of Cups, I didn't think it could get any more powerful, but it is. We have the Leo card with strength. So this to me is a balance between the head and the heart, the mind and the spirit. There's a lot of balance coming in here for you, Leo. There really is. This is all about having a balance between that fiery passion and your emotions, and also your clear intellectual ability. It's a little bit of alchemy in this reading. Even though the Magician hasn't showed up, it has a little bit of a magician feeling to me. Of you just, bringing together, all of your gifts, all of your talents, all of your creative ability. And also just recognizing, parts of yourself that are very fiery and passionate, but also parts of yourself, that are very cool and very intellectual, and trying to work to bring those together into harmony. But keep in mind, we got to get past March 9th, because that's when that retrograde ends. All right, so Leo, we're just going to pull you some advice here. Oh my goodness, Queen of Wands is coming back out. She is just strong, strong, strong. Your own energy is all over this reading, Leo. Pretty amazing. So let's go up piece by piece here. Suggested approach. Five of Swords. Leo, let the bygones be bygones, but you don't necessarily need to embrace them. Anybody that's walked away, anybody that's let you down, you don't need to bring those along with you. So if anyone has just not lived up to your expectations, hasn't really met, what you thought they were going to, if it was, some kind of agreement or some kind of, work situation, absolutely just let those folks go on by the river. Knight of Wands, there is your energy coming in again, very fiery. This is what you need to know. So there's definitely movement forward. I don't think that you're going to slow down as you go into the future here. You feel very bold. You feel very passionate. Let's pull a little clarifying to see what's here. Okay, Five of Swords. And that came up again. Leo, strong messages here. This is all about letting something from the past go. Somebody either, I don't necessarily know if it was, for some of you it might be. I don't think for many, but for some of you it might have actually been a deceit. Or someone actually stabbing you in the back. But there's really this element of people, somebody, or some group, even a group. It might not even just be an individual. For some of you it's an individual, for some of you it's a group. But there's definitely an element of somebody has let you down, something has not kept its, promise or kept its side of the bargain. And you're moving on. You're moving past that. That Knight of Wands is like, I'm out of here. It's a very fast moving knight. So it's like once you've identified, it might be a bit of a heartbreak, but it's like, I'm out of here. It's not going to keep you down for long. Six of Pentacles going into the next position. That is the hopes and fears. So what you're really hoping for, you know, in the long term is balance, reciprocity. If you were in a situation where you were doing all the giving and they weren't doing any of the giving back, this is what you're really hoping to avoid in the future. You know, and you can see it coming, Leo. Absolutely. If somebody's, you know, if you're giving and giving and giving and there's no reciprocity, there's no giving back, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, babe. And then we look at that fixed earth, Queen of Pentacles. I'm so glad some earth is showing up because we haven't had much earth in this reading for you so far. So yeah, we're getting that right there. Queen of Pentacles, very, very strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy on top of that. So for all my Leos that maybe feel like, you know, you've either been let down or taken advantage of, this is really saying, you know, you will be able to bring this balance back. Don't fear that you will not be able to be grounded and stable again, because it will come back to you. And look at this. She, like I said, she came back. Queen of Wands coming out strong twice for you guys in this reading. That is your strong Leo energy. Like I said, look at her little black cat. See, she's my magic queen. She is a magic lady. Very generous, very warm, very bright, very giving. And you don't mess with her. And if you've been through a big challenge here, Leo, it's definitely time to regroup and let yourself shine. You don't have to worry about anybody dulling you down your sparkle. And look at that Ace of Swords. Woo! We knew we had that King and Queen of Swords coming up. Now we got the Ace of Swords. So absolutely, this is like no BS zone for my Leos. It is like, you know, talk is cheap. That's the feel as I get from this, is like, keep talking. That's not enough. You have to be for real. You're not willing to put up with any more junk from anyone. Ace of Swords. Woo! Very, very strong. A lot of balance, a lot of Libra energy in that Ace of Swords. So it's all about rebalancing. So let's pull an oracle card for you for a last affirmation here. Oh my goodness, Leo, how much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. So Leo, I think lots of good stuff, lots of good prosperity. And just look at her. I mean, she looks to me, this is like, is that your fire queen there again, that Queen of Wands? I'm telling you, this is a fiery feeling card, and it's like, you're attracting a lot of good to you, but it really, it's like, it almost looks like she's wielded, there's almost like it's like a sword, right? You're getting that sword energy on top of that fire. So it's like, be willing to cut out anything that's not serving you. Be willing to walk away from people that are not good for you, Leo, because this is some strong power coming in. I hope it's an amazing beginning of the month, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.